Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and I'm battling here for week number 5 in the UBL. Up against SareneGrace. She did bring like a lot of stuff I was expecting. Sylveon's like the one big scary thing I don't want to, deal with, but I do have to, unfortunately. Rocks are good here. What she didn't have it. She doesn't have a rocker. Okay. That's the second week in a row where my opponent doesn't have one. Sylveon, Shaymin, Kyurem, Victini. And then it's looking like Ditto. No Lope on E2. Okay, that's fine. Ditto, and then, what else is it? Electros, that. Alright, so looking at my lead matchup right here, I do like the idea of simply leading off with my Cobalion and going for the rocks right away. Not a bad plan. Flying resist would be the eel, okay. Actually, no, if she leads Ditto, then I don't want her getting up my rocks. I don't see a bad lead for my Rotom, in all honesty. I like the idea of doing that more. But I'm going to lead off with my Cobalion anyway, because I don't want to give the Cure... No, actually, let's go Rotom, because I can easily switch out into Manaphy on the Kyurem if I need to. Yeah, so let's do this. Rotom Heat lead. I've done this a few times, and, it's worked out a few times. Let's see. I would imagine... I mean, the worst lead would be like... Victini is not even that big of a deal to me. I'll just Toxic that immediately. Actually, is that a smart play? I could pivot out, but, I don't have my Lottie Mega evolved yet. That's the problem. I guess Sub would be annoying, too. What is Laxus? Electros? Okay, that's fine. I guess, the worst thing she could do to me right here would be... Knockoff? Or, I guess a U-turn would be bad. But getting a timer on this is going to be really nice, just because it's her one flying resist, like I mentioned. So let's go for Toxic, and see what she does. We do hit, nice. That'll wear this thing down. I'm assuming U-turn, Volt Switch, Knockoff, something of this sort. Coil, okay, it is Coil, that's good to know. So it's immediately like a sort of setup set right here. Which I'm glad to know. My Grendel is expendable, actually, because of what she brought. So Toxic is nice to have on this. I'm just gonna overheat it the next turn because, like I said, I do want to weaken this for Crobat. She could have Drain Punch, I guess. But I honestly don't see a downside to overheating. We can scout the damage. Although losing this would be annoying, just for Shaymin. Although I can use Lottie to respond to Shaymin. Let's just overheat and see what she does. Why did that take so long? Okay, I get my overheat off, which is nice. It does a lot as I take my drop, okay. Rock Slide, ooh. That's gonna hurt. I did more than I would have liked, I'll definitely say that. She could Drain Punch here. I do have a Chople Berry on my Cobalion, so I think what I'm going to do is Volt Switch out into that. I should have done that right there, that was a misplay. But I mean, I still have responses to Pokemon like Victini. It's mainly Sylveon that I don't want to get too worn down for. Let's go for Volt Switch. I'm still out of range of any sort of Hyper Voice from Sylveon, which is great. She switches out here. Okay, so I'm going to go to Volt Switch on something. That something is going to be Gemini the Ditto. So it copies my Rotom. Okay. My Rotom set is Toxic, Volt Switch, Overheat, and a Defog. So it can take advantage of that. Not Cobalion. Not Manaphy. Not Bat. It has to be Lottie. It literally has to be a Lottie here, unfortunately. So let's go Gateway and get the Mega off now. I think that's my smartest option. She'll probably just Volt Switch out if I had to guess, which, I just want to scout the damage on this Sylveon that's likely to come in. Let's just Psyshock without really overthinking it. Don't get me wrong, Toxic would be, not the best, but getting damage on Ditto would be nice, too. I want to know what this Sylveon is, man. It's not Scarf. Toxic, or what are we seeing here? Toxic, but I get another Psyshock after this, which is nice. I have Roost on this, too, so it's not the end of the world right here. I'll take a bit of damage, but it's okay, I guess. I could Hard Collar not going for the... the thing is, Victini could pivot in on Cobalion, which I wouldn't like, so let's just click Psyshock again and see what she does. I want to scout the damage on Sylveon, that's the main thing. find out what exactly Sylveon's doing. But yeah, the game plan's Brave Bird. Like that's especially knowing this is not Scarf to revenge my bat. That's huge. So Sylveon, not Sue. Victini. Yeah, I figured I was gonna go Cobalion, but I figured this might come in. Honestly, I should Shadow Ball this into range of. Shadow Ball might kill based off of that damage. That was a crit. Never mind. Because I want to know if this is Scarf too. If I were to switch out, it would be Rotom, and I don't want Rotom coming in just yet. I feel like Shadow Ball is okay. Let's think about it though. What does Granbull actually help me with here? I guess not a lot. I could go Granbull on the U-turn. And keep Latia's health. But like Shadow Ball could kill depending on her set, that's the thing. I think I go Granbull. If I go Granbull, I have a feeling the U-turn is her play. That's definitely offensive Victini too. Let's go Granbull. Granbull's really bad here. That's the only reason why I'm actually throwing it out. She didn't bring Mandibuzz or Mega Lopunny, so... Let's see what she does. I hope we actually see V-Create. That would be great. Blue Flare would be less than ideal. D-Gleam, okay. So it is special. It's good to know. That's a crit. So Blue Flare would be knocking me out this next turn if I wanted to let that happen. Unfortunately, Blue Flare would be the attack. I think I'll pivot to Manaphy here. This is her Zmon though. Could also just let this go down. She's definitely clicking Blue Flare. That's her play. Man, I wish I Shadow Balled. Do I just let this die? No, I'm gonna go Manaphy. It's definitely offensive special. That's what I've seen so far. She's actually gonna switch out herself into Gemini again, which was the Ditto. So she copies my Granbull as I get in Manaphy. That's actually pretty good for me. So she gets the Intimidate off as I get in Manaphy here, which is like pretty nice. I really am curious what this Ditto is. It's not Scarf. Actually, it could just be Scarf, and I just didn't outspeed my Lottie anyway. That's probably what it is. I feel like Ice Beam is okay because it catches the Shaymin. Or even Knockoff is a good play too. But I like Ice Beam more. I'm just gonna Ice Beam calling Shaymin coming in. That was actually the eel. Okay, so she's gonna give me the Flying Resist. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, that'll die to Surf from that range. So now my priority should be trying to... Was this Rainbow Berry? No, this was Assault Vest Manaphy, right? Now my next priority should be getting up rocks and trying to spam Brave Bird with my Crobat. That's gonna be a big part of this game plan. So Electros is down. Lottie is dented though, and that's not really great for me right here. Sucks to have that have a Toxic right now. Choppleberry on Cobalion could be cool because she still has the Ditto, and I could lure that. Yeah, I need rocks up, and sometime soon too. Let's see what she brings out here, and go from there. If she goes Sylveon, I'm gonna go Rotom and see whether she specs or what exactly is happening right here. Because I need to know if it's Calm Mind. Lucy. There's the Sylveon, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go out into my Rotom, potentially get a Toxic off, and find out if she specs. The set that I'm scared of is a Wish, Calm Mind, Heal Bell, Hyper Voice. That would be really bad. Calm Mind, okay, so I'm gonna try to Toxic this and see if I can bait out the Heal Bell. That's gonna be big. So I'm gonna get lefties back too, which is nice. Let's click Toxic and see if she has the Heal Bell. She definitely does. Unless she uses Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice. Which would be okay. But it's definitely Heal Bell, right? There's no way it's not Heal Bell. Calm Mind again, okay. I'm gonna sit in here and see whether she wants to start Hyper Voicing me or not. Because I can't safely go out into one of my Revenge Killers, Cobalion and Crobat. I need to get this in range first, wear it down, and scout out her set. Another great thing right here is I'm getting Recovery while this is happening. And I don't know if he has Psy Shock too, so let's just overheat for a turn. Yeah, that's definitely my best bet right here, just overheat. Just overheat. Cross Poison's looking spammable too. She does miss, but, you know, it's not the biggest deal. She's continuing to click Calm Mind here. Right, this is kind of getting out of hand. She definitely has Heal Bell, and I think this is the turn she's going to go for it. Did she reveal lefties, by the way? If she did, then I could have gotten in Kabali on that turn, man. It's not lefties, okay. My play is the same. I overheat here until I die and see if she has Heal Bell or not. Okay, I do hit there. Do you have Heal Bell? I'm assuming you do. Yeah, there's the 4th Calm Mind. This is where she has to wish, so I'm gonna Volt Switch into my Kabali on this turn. It's doing a lot. I'm tempted to... No, you know what? I see the play. I overheat again. Let's not overthink it. I don't need Rotom this game, like I've already acknowledged. I just want to see what her set is. She has a Rest, okay. So Rest, Sleep Talk, Calm Mind, Hyper Voice is her set. So it's good to know that she's not Heal Bell then, because that makes this easier to revenge kill. She has a lot of boosts on her now, though. That's the tough thing. And it's definitely Fizz Def. There's no doubt about it. So I think now that this is healthy again, I'll actually Volt Switch into my Grand Bull and sack that off. Ideally, she doesn't roll Hyper Voice right away. That would be super lame, but she might. Yeah, but she's just going for game here. Once this thing dies, I think I'm okay. So the priority is going to be getting rid of this. Just gotta call her Resist Berry correct too. Alright, come on, don't get Hyper Voice right away. You're not about that, right, Sylveon? Also, it speeds me, so, you know, there is that. Snore? Oh, it's Pixelate, right. That crits me and knocks me out, okay. That's a Fairy type move, so... What are we seeing? Rest, Snore, Calm Mind. I don't know what the last move is, but I'm gonna go Labyrinth. That Crobat here, and without really thinking about it, I'm gonna click Cross Poison. Because I feel like if I get rid of this, I'm gonna be in a great spot late game. What is Snore's base power? $50. So it's not gonna do a lot here. Yeah, Crobat will take this just fine. Yeah, okay, good. So I've managed to pressure this thing a lot, and I just Cross Poison again here. I don't really care about Ditto coming in. She gives me the Sylveon. That's all I could ever ask for. Okay, Sylveon's out of the game. So the biggest threat in my eyes is gone. Kyurem can come in here. I have literally a dedicated counter to Kyurem. Gray's Kyurem. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm literally going to just switch out. I should have put Scald on my Manaphy. What am I doing? I'm going to get frozen right here, and it's going to be a sad day, but let's hope not. I have this as a dedicated counter. That's the only reason Manaphy's at this game right now, so let's bring an ultimate. What? Don't get the boosts. No boosts. This is a Dazzling Gleam. She could be Assault Vest with Ancient Power, that would be cool. But even with boosts, she's not going to be doing too much to me. She switches out Shaymin. Wendy. Yeah, that's Shaymin. Alright, against Shaymin, what do I think my best decision here is? I don't think I should stay in. I don't think Crobat's a good play. I think I'm just going to make the pivot back to Rotom again. It's not worth risking Manaphy when it's my dedicated Kyurem counter. If Kyurem goes down and if Manaphy goes down and the Kyurem gets boosts, I'm in a bad spot. So my really high Spidef Rotom will easily eat that up, yeah. And I like the idea of just overheating. Yeah, overheat's fine. And we'll see how she responds. I mean, Victini will be put in range of Brave Bird if she wants to switch that in. Damage on Kyurem is great for Adamant Scarf, Crobat too. I have my win con in sight. It's just, she goes for Seed Flare. If my Overheat connects, then... So I guess she was pulling off some sort of choke right there, of me switching out. I do hit this Overheat, so... Let's find out if this is Assault Vest. It wasn't AV, so Shaymin just dies. Yeah, that's cool. I have Speed Control for Victini, so that's nice too. Like, if it's any sort of like Z Sunny Day set as a win con, that's not winning the game for her. Okay, she goes back to Gray immediately. These ancient... Why ancient power, man? Get this out of here. She's clicking it again, too. That's the scary... Okay, she doesn't, actually. Never mind. Natsu. That was Victini. So, against Victini, I have a decision because she's shown to be special, and I can take any sort of Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to surf this. I can even take a Z move right here. And honestly, I think I'm going to overthink the position. If I get the surf off here, that's really big. Let's see. She just goes for Energy Ball. That's going to do, like, not a lot. You guys will see this damage. Yeah. And surf shouldn't kill her, but... Actually, it depends what her set is. Is she Assault Vest on this? Nope, Natsu's dead. Okay. So it's Kyurem Ditto. Gemini was the Ditto. What's my moves again? Dazzling Gleam? Something and something. Yeah, I think it's Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna knock off the Scarf. That's gonna do nothing. Did literally 18. Yeah, so it was Scarf. It just didn't have speed for me. That makes sense. I just dazzle myself here. If I were her, I would go for a freeze. She just goes for knockoff of her own. And then it's just about beating the Kyurem. Which I think, depending on how unlucky I get, I can do. I have Scarf Probat for speed control, if it comes down to that. But this should not even do too much damage to my Manaphy here. Ice Beam. So she's going for the freeze. No freeze, okay. So Dazzling Gleam will do a bit of damage here. Does a lot, actually. More than a bit. Is this Scarf? Oh, this is Scarf. That's why, okay. She's somehow locked into that. Okay, yeah, she's somehow locked into that. Alright, let's give Practical. There's a lot, to be honest. Yeah. There's the Ice Beam. Even if I get frozen, Crobat does win. 4 times no freeze. Okay, good, yeah. So that's going to be the game. We're going to be able to pick up a 5-0 win. I don't know how much she cared, but that's going to be the game. We actually pick up a 5-0, which is super nice after being like, what was it, like 4-0 plus 4? They were all 1-0 wins, so that's going to be the game. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm going to go make some dinner now. Goodbye.